At 111 million subscribers, WWE outranks almost every major sports league and pop star. Across 4 decades, their top upload isn't a championship fight. It's a 2009 clip, a 326 million view outlier titled "Randy Orton Makes It Personal with Triple H," towering over the channel's history. The footage shows a man helplessly locked to the ring ropes and handcuffs. He is forced to watch as his rival attacks his wife, renders her unconscious, and then kisses her while she's pinned to the mat. This is a deeply uncomfortable piece of video, yet it has captivated a larger audience than almost any moment in the industry's history. To understand why this specific footage exploded, we have to deconstruct the escalation tactics used by the era's most dangerous villain. The hostility between these two men traces back to 2004, when Triple H violently expelled a young Randy Orton from their shared wrestling faction. By 2009, Orton had evolved into a cold, methodical threat. Leading a new group called The Legacy, he set out to dismantle everything Triple H had built. Rather than challenging his rival to an athletic contest, Orton targeted Triple H's family, shifting the conflict from the ring to the home. The strategy was systematic. Orton began by punting WWE chairman Vince McMahon in the skull before physically destroying his son, Shane. The final escalation involved Triple H's wife, Stephanie McMahon, whom Orton attacked with a DDT maneuver during a live broadcast. By targeting the family unit, Orton engineered a level of personal destruction that bypassed traditional wrestling tropes and created a narrative hook designed for viral outrage. To the audience, Orton appeared to be operating in a state of absolute evil control. But the reality behind the curtain was far less confident. Orton later admitted he was a bag of nerves during the segment. He was so uncomfortable with the act that he hoped the live show would run out of time so the scene would be scrapped. Despite his nerves, the segment aired, and the violence continued to move beyond the physical ring into the real world. Triple H retaliated with a literal home invasion, breaking into Orton's actual residence with a sledgehammer and throwing him through a window. This all led back to the moment with the handcuffs, a visual of total powerlessness that has been memed over 300 million times. By stripping away the protections of the arena in favor of home invasions and restraints, the story tapped into a visceral horror that traditional sports could never reach. The staggering scale of this video is the digital footprint of millions of strangers across the globe, reacting to the same emotional trigger at once. In wrestling, the performance cannot be completed without audience participation. The crowd's visceral outrage turns a scripted event into a shared reality. This is the imagined community, a sociological framework where a global audience forms a borderless bond by experiencing a single personal violation together. While Triple H eventually defeated Orton at WrestleMania 25, the match itself is often remembered as underwhelming because the athletic contest couldn't match the emotional height of the build-up. The 2009 version of Randy Orton remains the benchmark for wrestling villains because he understood how to manipulate this global community. The video's 326 million views are the ultimate evidence that transgressive, personal storytelling will always generate more attention than the sport itself.